Yo, what is up? How's everybody doing? You know who I am. I'm Jay, DCA Adventure, back again with another video, and today we are going to talk about the crypto leverage trading ban in the UK. We're going to go over a Pitchfork trading view tool and how to use it, and we are going to chart the majors. So guys, stick around, stay tuned if you want to find out what is going to go on in the markets. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. We'd really appreciate it. And guys, if you want access to the DCA trading script, you need to join my tier in the Patreon group. My tier is called Trading with the View, and by joining that tier you get access to the DCA trading script, private channel in the Discord, and you will get access to our signals and any new scripts that we come out with. I am coming out with new ones here and there, and then you know, general market talk and what all the Patreons are looking at and what we're doing, and you know, try to get a handle on getting a button down trading plan, so that way you you know, you're not losing in the markets, have an edge. Guys, I'd like to make a couple shout outs. HyperTrader, download their terminal, link for them will be in the description. I've been trading altcoins over there, super easy, super convenient for me to use, so they are super awesome. I love the news little folder that they have inside of their terminal. You get all the latest news on anything, exchanges, mining, business. There's all kinds of stuff in there, very valuable information. News on anything crypto, pretty much, you can find in there. Also, dogelord.com. I'm wearing the shirt right now, but my laptop does not like when I have the webcam on and all the exchanges and whatnot that I pull up. So you can't see it, but I am wearing the new shirt with the bull and bear, yin yang. It is my Discord logo, but I got it over at dogelord.com. Super awesome shirt. I actually probably won't even be able to wear it because I didn't realize that I picked a dark green, and green screens do not like it. So another reason for why I don't have the camera on. But anyways, go over to dogelord.com, get some cryptocurrency swag, some DCA swag. He did end the free shipping coupon code, but guys, now he did lower prices on everything. So if you were gonna, you know, getting interested in buying something, I would go do it right now. Alright, with that being said, we're over here on cryptobriefing.com. Just first thing that popped up in DuckDuckGo. But the UK is banning the leverage trading exchanges. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I'm double-sided. I feel like, you know, with the ban over there, and mind you too that this doesn't happen until next year, next January in 2021. So they still got quite a while, and probably by then there will be something worked out and it won't be banned. But I think that with the ban, it could usher in faster for a Bitcoin ETF, which would explode if more traditional markets adopted it, and you know, we're making it so that way everybody could trade it on the big stock exchanges. But two, you know, at the same time, freedom and being able to do what you want with your money, you know, they're taking that away from you. Act like they are smarter and they know better than you with your own money, which is, I don't agree with at all. You know, that's what, you know, most of the crypto space is about. It's what Bitcoin is about, is being responsible for your own financial well-being, and, you know, being your own boss. So being decentralized, you know, they totally took that away. But you know, the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, the UK's financial regulator, has banned the sale of crypto derivatives and exchange-traded notes, ETNs, to retail investors. Nevertheless, it leaves a gray area in the rule, making it non-event for Bitcoin traders. So, you know, it's, you know, pretty much saying that if you're, you know, poor and you don't have a huge trading account, that you will no longer have access to derivatives, which in my opinion is a very good tool, especially once you got a button down plan and, you know, you're doing things right, and you're constantly, I wouldn't say constantly, but you are profiting a lot more than you're losing. Trading is hard. You know, it really takes a lot of time to get patience build up, and to just get a general feel for how the market moves and what it does and how it reacts to certain news. And so being new, if you're new to trading, I can guarantee 150% that you are losing trying to learn by yourself. There's tons of free content all over the internet that'll teach you stuff. There's a lot of good stuff and there's a lot of bad stuff. It's about 50-50. A lot of stuff doesn't show you the right way to use certain tools or indicators, and it gives you a lot of the wrong information. So get in that Patreon group. We try to steer you right. Go over to Crypto Mentors Discord. That's my own personal Discord with my partner AstroPark. He's the guy that's doing all the coding and has all the stuff set up in the Discord. So but if you're interested in learning how to trade, you want to get a trading script that's maybe more your style, get into our Discord, talk to AstroPark. He can definitely set you up and help you out there. We do one-on-one consults too. Helped a lot of people out. Those are more intimate, and we can get more in depth on exactly what you're trading and what you're doing and stuff like that. But so I don't know, guys. Leave in the comments. Tell me what you think about this ban. Tell me if you think it's good for Bitcoin or if it's bad for Bitcoin. Maybe we'll do something here. Whoever has the best answer to the question, we will pick a winner on Friday night live stream. We will give you the DCA trading script. So be sure to leave me an answer in the comment if you want a chance to win the DCA trading script. But we're going to jump over from there, and we're going to go right over here to the charts. I've been, I trade Bitcoin a ton, and I have certain strategies for certain things, and I figured I would do just a little touch on the Pitchfork tool and kind of how to use it, when the appropriate time is to use certain pitchforks, because there is 4 pitchforks in the TradingView tool library. So you want to make sure that you're using the right one for the right, the circumstances. So we'll leave those off of there. So if you want to get to your pitchfork, excuse me, obviously we're on Bitcoin USD. Your pitchfork will be up here on your toolbar here. You can hit the little arrow to the right, and this is going to give you your regular pitchfork, your shift pitchfork, and modified shift pitchfork, inside pitchfork. Your pitch fan is something a little different. But basically, using this pitchfork tool, you are using market geometry. Jay, what is market geometry? Market geometry is geonomic analysis is based on the conviction that the market conforms to geometric principles that take both price and time into account. This form of analysis is advanced and uses innovative tools and techniques. The founder of using geometry in trading is W.D. Gann, who used angles, squares, and other geometric constructions in his forecasting methods and introduced a whole new way of thinking about market analysis to the financial world. There are several types of market geometry. Pitchforks are a widely used tool, which, based on a channel drawn on major pivots, calculates a median line that provides a different market geometry perspective. This median line is key, which is why pitchforks are often called the median line method. For some chartists, straight lines are too limited. They bring market geometry to another level by using arcs, circles, and spirals. They measure the geometry and price and time of the market and allow a trader to fit past price action and then predict future moves based on potential support, resistance, and reversal points. So basically, in a nutshell, guys, we use channels, arcs, circles, different things, but I use the pitchfork a lot, and it is basically what the pitchfork helps you do is find the same pattern that forms over a certain amount of time, and it just repeats itself over and over and over again. So these pitchforks, and I will kind of touch on a little bit how to draw them and what you're looking for, but basically you're just finding a pattern that repeats itself in market geometry. Okay, and these patterns form over time, especially if you trade higher time frame like the daily, monthly chart. But here on your tool bar, you can star your pitchfork, so it'll stay up there in your favorites. And so this is your regular. Then you have the shift pitchfork, the modified shift, and the inside pitchfork. You can access all of them right here at the toolbar, or after what I do and how I draw it is I always start off with a regular pitchfork, and then you can right click the pitchfork and actually click then change it to a shift or a modified or inside. And I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. This is how you're going to want to apply it if you're going to learn and mess around with this. This does take a lot of practice. It's not something that you're just going to learn in a day or two. Pivots are very important, and pivots are basically a key bottom or top, and when the market changes direction. But first we're going to get just the regular pitchfork, and I'm going to draw and show you what they are. Okay, so now we got a regular pitchfork, and basically on a regular pitchfork, how you're going to want to start it, the regular pitchfork works best in a strong trending market. Alright, we'll just start here. So if we got a bottom, we got a low, then a high, then a low. Okay, so now it's giving you a pitchfork. Is what it looks like. That's why they're calling it this. So this middle line is your median line. This is your most important, this red line. That's why I have them thickened. This is actually the beginning part of a DCA pitchfork script. Okay, so this is your median line, your bold red line. Then you have your upper median, which is your blue line, and your lower median, which is this blue line on the bottom. Okay, then you got two dotted lines here in the middle. Those dotted lines aren't as important as the middle line and your upper and lower medium. These lines here are just cutting from point A to point B. It's just cutting that in half. So this line is directly in half from this axis to this axis. So just so you know. And then so let's say you draw this pitchfork, and price will normally just stay inside the pitchfork. You want it to respect your lines. Okay, but if it falls out of your pitchfork, this is when you want to use an extended pitchfork. And basically you're just gonna right click onto the pitchfork. You're gonna go to settings. Okay, and when you first turn your pitchfork on, the background is going to be on it, and it's going to look like that. I turn it off. It's easier to look at with the background off of there. But here you can add an extended pitchfork. So if we got, you can go 1.5, 1.75. And then on the top you can go 0.25, and see it adds lines in there. 0.32, and you can change the numbers to whatever you want. You can make it so you have an exact double pitchfork there, so it's extended, and it all measures the same. So that way, if price does fall out of your pitchfork, you can look at your extended pitchfork and kind of get an area there too. And what I do with my pitchfork, well, let's go back into settings. I'm going to turn off those lines I just put on there. 1.75. Okay. What you can do though, when you're in the settings, when you are in the settings of the pitchfork, go down here and save it as a template. And see, mine says DCA pitchfork. So you do that to your regular one, and then when you make your extended pitchfork, save that as a template too. Then you can pop back and forth on putting the regular one on and then your extended one on. That way you don't have to keep setting it up every time, which is pretty nice. So get that off of there. I'm gonna kind of show you a little example here with the candles on. We'll do a bar replay. So let's replay. Okay, so we are going to act like nothing has happened over here yet. And we want to draw a pitchfork and kind of see where the future of price may lead. Now guys, you hear me preach a lot, especially using indicators and oscillators and stuff like that. If you can find support and resistance and identify the key areas, using any one of these indicators that's what they're basically doing for you. They're helping you find certain patterns and support and resistance. So no matter what, you should be able to use any indicator, but support and resistance is the most important element when it comes to learning how to trade. You need to be able to spot the key areas. So I'm going to spread this out a little bit here, try to make it so you guys can see. So we're going to start off with the regular pitchfork. Over here, click the pitchfork. So we could say, let's see if we can bring it back even more. Okay. So we're going to find a high, low, then high. So let's we'll go back even farther, because this is a perfect example. So here is we're gonna find right now, because there's the certain pitchforks you got to go from low to low or from high to low to high. So it's very important that you know which way you're going. So right here we're gonna say we had a low, then a high, then a low. Now you have to be very accurate when doing these pitchforks, because if you are off just a little bit, it screws the geometry of the lines up and you could miss or completely blow by a potential entry or exit. So the best way to do this is you're going to turn your magnet on. That's over here on the left hand side on your toolbar. Click it, make sure it's highlighted. Then you're going to go to zoom in. You're going to come up here and you're going to draw a box so you can zoom into the top of that candle. And you're going to grab your pitchfork and you're going to snap it right onto the high. And that's what the magnet does. It snaps it to the closest high or the closest low. Then you're going to go back over to zoom out. Pull over here. And you want to do this each time you set it up unless you can clearly see. See, I'm kind of off there, so we'll just snap it back in. Zoom out. Okay. Zoom out, then turn magnet mode off. So this is a regular pitchfork right here. And you can see how we got the upper, the lower, and our median line here. So let's go ahead and play the candles and see how this plays out. Kind of riding on that halfway mark on the median, bounced off the middle median line. Speed up the candles here for you a little bit, guys, sorry. And you see how it respects those middle lines and then the lower and the upper median line. It can give you a really good guesstimation. Like I said too, guys, if price does fall out of the pitchfork, that usually means it's time to draw a new pitchfork and use different pivots. Use your most recent high and your low. So your regular pitchfork like this one here that we have drawn is used best for trending markets, strong trending markets. Okay, so here we busted out of the pitchfork. It would have been time to draw a new one, but you can see it does respect that lower band as resistance pretty well. Now at that point, I would say the pitchfork is pretty much invalid, as it did pop out of it, but it still may respect the lines a lot as you go through. Once you get your pivots right and you learn how to draw it right, it's a pretty good tool to use. It is decently accurate. Puts you within the area of. See, like right now, I probably would start using different pivot point because now it's no longer a valid pitchfork. But see how we wrote up that trend perfect, almost a perfect channel. And guys, this is in the Patreon group. This is what I'm always looking at are patterns like this, channel patterns, pennant patterns, and you know, we'll alert the Patreon group, hey, a breakout's about to happen. This is the breakout we're playing, and then boom. I was just in a long position for almost a week. Just took profit this morning. I did take it a little premature. I think I took it at 10,900. Okay, so that's the regular pitchfork. Okay, so let's say, okay, well now we're trading sideways. What do we need to do? Well, we could use the other three different kinds of pitchforks. You have the shift pitchfork. It's used when the market is in a correction, up or down. Okay, a modified shift pitchfork is best for in a sideways market, and same with an inside pitchfork, sideways to downward market. So to check, instead of moving the pivots right now, let's change this to a shift pitchfork. Okay, so the shift pitchfork is for a correction, but you can see that it did use this as support and resistance a little bit all the way out. It did respect those lines pretty good on the 1 hour Bitcoin chart. So let's change it now to a modified shift. You see how the line shifted a little bit? Your measurements will be different in your median line as far as the angles and the geometry of it. Not much of a change there for the modified shift. Now the inside is for, you know, it's moving you straight down. It moves this middle median line. This is actually one of the access points where you click, so it just draws a straight channel down for the most part. You would start here, you'd find top, or no, it'd be low, high, low. Yeah. So let's go back over to the original. Go off of there. So your shift pitchfork for correcting, and let's see if we can find us a good example of a correction. Let's say this right here. Okay, go into the pitchfork. You can go to the very right where it has the arrow, and this is how you can get to your shift. Okay, so for your shift pitchfork, you want to go from high to low to high. So we could say high, low to new high. And then we need to zoom in, make sure that we are right where we need to be on the high. That was actually a double top there, but so you could have used that red or green candle, I guess. It'd help if I had magnet mode on too. There we go. To high over here. That's close, but you see, you can see how it is not very accurate, so it helps to put it in magnet mode, zoom in there to get it just right. I'll recheck my high over here. Yep, it's on. Well, nope, that wouldn't be right because I need to go down to all the way to the bottom. Or no, I could do that. Yeah, let's go. High, low. You can go to that axis, you can go to this axis. Let's just do it like this. We'll go from high to low to high. We'll use that red candle, I guess, on that one. Come over here. Alright, so this is your pitchfork that you're going to use when you're in a correcting market, and this is called your shift pitchfork. Now, as you can see, starting out, we'll see what happens if price comes back into it. But what I like to do when it starts out like this and don't really look as good, I'll switch it around and see which one suits the best. See, even the original visual order template. Wonder why my template is not working. So we'll go back to the shift and let's play out the bars, see what happens if it comes back in. Like I said, normally when it goes that far out, that might not have been a good example because of the pivot points. And as you can see, it's not even going to go anywhere back in. So when this situation happens and none of the pitchforks are working, the pivots that you're using, you need to switch them around a little bit. Nice head and shoulder pattern there. But it did get pretty close to the middle medium band, rejected off of it, then big dump. So if we stop it here, say alright, let's draw a new pitchfork. We're gonna start off with our regular pitchfork. We'll use a regular pitchfork here, and okay. Let's say this is our low, this is our high, this is our low. Okay, so this is a regular pitchfork. We're gonna see if we can get a nice trending market here, see if we can get it to follow up. Man, I wasn't even close with that one. Zoom out. Check this one. High. I got that one. Okay. Now we're set up. So let's play it. Bounced off the middle median. So see how accurate that is, guys? I mean, it's and now if you had an extended one right here, you would be able to play your extended lines, but now it's using that as resistance, the bottom median, and then right here is probably where you would want to switch your pivot points. But this is the one I had drawn from the other day, almost this exact thing. My pivot point was just a little bit different, where we bounced off perfectly off my lower median band. So just a little tool. I just figured I'd show you guys kind of how to use, get the hang of using it, practice with it. You know, try out all the different kinds of pitchforks on the, you know, the first way you draw your regular one, and see how close you can get to price action. High, low, high. Let's see if we can get a decent inside. So this is a high, low, high. So if we were going to trade this to present, this is present right now. This is where we were at currently today in the market. Let's see if we can pull a prediction where we think Bitcoin might be headed to. Yep, got that one good. High, low, high. Check this one. Okay, so currently right now on the hourly chart with Bitcoin, we did reject off the 10,000, almost 11,000 area, and that would be one of the dotted line, or this green line right here, band, and this is just the halfway mark from your median band to your lower band. It's the halfway mark, so it did reject off the halfway mark. You know, you could change pivots and draw it different. There's all, you know, all kinds of different things you can do. Here's a shift pitchfork, and you can see here it did respect the lines. Now it could possibly come back down, test that as support. But if you look, you know, right here at what would be support, you look left on your chart, and right there is a whole bunch of support. So just something I thought I'd show you guys. You know, I'm not a super good pro at using it or anything. It's just something I have in my arsenal that I do look at from time to time. Like, get in the habit of using it, practice using it. It is a pretty good tool once you get it down. I like using it on a higher time frame. It's a lot stronger the higher up you go, just like with any other indicator. So, you know, depending on which pitchfork you start out with, like we started out with an inside pitchfork. Your inside pitchforks are for like sideways markets and stuff, but when we switched it there, it oh no, yeah, we did start out with the inside. Okay, but yeah, we are rejecting off of that, so we'll see. You know, we could go all the way up to the top band, and that would put us right around 11,400 area, which, if you look over on the chart, pretty heavy resistance there. We got resistance starting from 11,100 area, and it gets heavier and heavier as you go up on the chart. Let's flip back to the daily. that's enough of the pitchforks. We'll do some charting now. Go over here on the daily chart. Get rid of that. 921. Get some of my moving averages that I like to use up here. This one we're gonna call purple. I'm gonna say it's the 21 moving average. Call this one the 50. Oh, already got a 21. And then we'll go ahead and throw the DCA trading script up on there. All right. So on the daily, looking at the DCA Oscillator, we do got the money flow index wave, the yellow wave. It is above 0, so that's a good sign for Bitcoin on the daily. Check this out, guys. If you would be using the DCA trading script or the Crypto Mentors trading script, you'd have seen this bearish divergence on the daily chart. Right at the end, you go short, and boom, we did get the nice drop. I'm not a big divergence trader, only because you can't depict how big the move up or down is going to be. You know, it kind of goes for all things, but I always just trade my levels. You know, my levels of key support and resistance. I try not to worry about the small stuff in between. But yeah, see, this tells you all divergences. It'll tell you bullish and bearish. There's a bullish divergence. It shows a green line there. Okay, let me get rid of some of the stuff on the power tool. Oh. So basically what our DCA power tool, the one that overlays your candles, what it's telling us right now is that the EMA ribbon has recovered. The EMA ribbon is all these exponential moving averages in here. We have coded a ribbon of them. When we are on top of them, they act as support. When we are on bottom, they act as resistance. And when they are spread apart, the market is volatile, it's getting crazy. When they shrink together, slow volatility, things are about to pop. So when they contract, eventually they're going to blow apart. That's what the triangle is telling you right here. It'll print the triangle when the EMA ribbon has contracted together. It's basically saying, hey, get ready. Volatile times are ahead. We went long back here on the dump a few weeks ago, or a week or so ago, back around, I got in at 10,400, I think was my initial entry. And I did take profit right at the 50-day. It was 10,900 is where I took profit, to be exact. It was a trade I posted into premium. Right now, guys, for Bitcoin to keep going, we do got to close above that 50-day moving average. We need to use that as support. If so, then be looking for a continuation, and we will test 11,100 up to the area of 11,700. 11,200 is going to be tough to beat. In my opinion, it is a very significant place in Bitcoin right now. Definitely an area to keep an eye on. They're coming back down here to the DCA Oscillator. We have no momentum right now. Nothing's coming in as far as a daily chart goes. So right now this would probably, I'm sitting on my hands. I took profit on my long that I was in for almost a week, so now I'm just basically sitting on my hands and waiting. I want to see if we can get closed above the 50-day. If we do close above that 50-day and we do validate it as support, then I will be taking a long position. Not financial advice at all, but that's what I will be doing. And remember guys, leverage trading is super risky, super risky. So if you're just learning, get into the Patreon group, go over to the CMO Discord, get with somebody in there. You don't want to try to do this by yourself unless you want to lose money and learn the hard way like a lot of us have. If we do close back under the 50-day moving average, guys, be looking for the drop back down to the 10,700 area, possibly even down to the, yeah, about 10,700. That's the most significant area right now. If we close below that, then things could get really bad. So keep that in mind. My 21, what color do I have that? It needs to be purple. And turn the ribbon off. Yes, we did set that trade up perfect though in the Patreon group with hitting that 50-day moving average. Normally I try to short the 50-day moving average. I had it set up like that a few weeks ago, but this time I ended up catching along back here. I think it was back here on this red candle. No, it was back here on one of these red candles. Right in here, 10,400 area. So I've been in my trade for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Yeah, almost a week. Take a look at the weekly. Did test that 9-week moving average for Bitcoin. A close above that for the weekly would be very bullish in my opinion. Need to get above that 9-week. If we do reject, we should be looking at the next level down here at the 21 moving average at 10,200 area, and then down here at the 50-week moving average 89. Not saying it'll go that low, guys, but it's on the chart. It's a possibility. Look at your 21-week moving average. It lines up perfect with support here. Old resistance turns into new support. You can see here if we draw a line straight across, this is old support, becomes new resistance, becomes old support. So boom, all the way across. There's a couple different areas through there. Be watching for that, guys. Must turn these moving averages on. If you don't want to trade with them, if you think what I'm saying is a bunch of BS, just turn them on and pay attention for a week. See what they do, how they react. The higher the time frame, the stronger they are. But this is where I pull out some of my most profitable trades, and I don't have to constantly be watching the charts all the time. Let's go over to Ethereum. ETH USD. On the weekly it played out nice. It got above that 9-week, came down and did not even think about holding as support, blew right through it. Now we're using that 9-week as resistance. Be looking for a possible test though back up there on the $373 mark. That does have a significant area of resistance there, right at that moving average, so be careful. Probably would be a shorting opportunity in my opinion, unless we get a big amount of volume to come in. But you can see we have tested it a couple times, and we have tested that 21-week moving average a couple times. So one of these areas are going to break. Which one is going to break first? That's why you need to be ready, prepared for both sides of the fence. Go over here to Ethereum on a daily chart. Daily chart, Ethereum is testing the 21-day moving average. A close above it would be good. Super bullish in my opinion. We did get above that 9-day moving average. I'd keep an eye on this. Probably a good shorting opportunity right here on Ethereum, guys. You will see this in a couple hours, so we'll see where it is then. But we do have a bit of resistance here, and then another area here up around the 370 up to 400. You know, it goes all the way up. So Pay attention to that. I suspect we'll probably reject off of that 21 and get back under that 9, but who knows. We've tested the 9 as support and tested the 21 as resistance a bunch of times through here. So one's going to hit or miss and stick. So you know, these are the areas. This is an important time right now for Ethereum, Bitcoin, and I am assuming Litecoin as well. I'm sure the chart looks pretty close to the same. Keep an eye on these areas. Speaking of Litecoin, let's go over there and have a look at it. Guys, if you are interested right now, if you go make a new account over at Bybit using my referral link, you will have an opportunity to double your deposit bonus and all the other bonus rewards that they have on there. Right now they are doing a promotion with me in DCA. Almost 120 some extra dollars, I do believe, that you can earn. But you need to use my link and make yourself a new account. And it's a good habit to make new accounts, guys. I make them every couple months, if not every few weeks. I don't hold the same account for very long. I don't let them build up information. I change constantly. So just make a new account. I'd really appreciate it. Who knows, maybe whoever has the biggest deposit out of the top 10 people, I'll give some trading tools for free and maybe do some one-on-ones or something. But it helps me out a ton. Phemex, they have good deposit bonus and other rewards that you can earn there too. Link for them will also be in the description. Really appreciate you guys using my link to anything. TradingView, the exchanges, it helps me out a ton. But you guys can see here on Litecoin, we'll just go ahead and switch over to the weekly. Litecoin on the weekly, yep, just like I thought, same as the others. It is testing that 21-week moving average, 50-week moving average. We got the 9-week coming down. If that 9-week crosses underneath either one of those two moving averages, could see a possible dump. If we were going to test up on the 9-week, right around $51, $52, shorting opportunity. And same here, guys. If we can creep up just a little bit higher to that 49, 49.50, 49.70, I'd be trying to short there. But again, same scenario, guys. We have tested these moving averages in this area of resistance several times, so it's a matter of time. It either makes it or breaks it. So again, I cannot stress enough, very important times in the markets right now if you are actively trading. We can see here on the weekly, the money flow for Litecoin is starting to turn red. Not the money flow, yeah, that is the money flow. Money flow is yellow, it is not red. Sorry, I do see a wave there turning red though. Yeah, that is, what am I saying? That is the money flow. The money flow is red and green, and the VWAP is the yellow. I am so sorry I screwed that up for you guys. The red wave that you can barely see right there, that is the money flow wave, and it is turning red. So when that happens, usually money is flowing out of the asset. Weekly time frame, that's not good for Litecoin at all. Let's see what the day has. The day, we do got a momentum wave starting to go up. What's nice about this is a perfect setup, guys, for a root wave, trigger wave trade. And this is a trading strategy that you can do. You got your light blue momentum wave cutting into the dark blue, light blue wave cutting into the dark blue. If you notice, your first wave is small, then you have a big, and the big wave is the one that you follow with a momentum and ride it up. So, you know, right now would have been a good time to long Litecoin on the bottom as far as the daily chart's concerned. If you'd have caught it down here, started riding that wave up. We are sitting on top of the 21-day for Litecoin. We need to close above that 21-day in order to keep moving. Heavy area of resistance in the $47 area all the way up to the $49 area. 50-day moving average, which I do think if we do close above the 21-day, we will test that 50-day around $50.55. Keep an eye on this. I'd short that area at the 50-day moving average. Unless we get a good spike of volume to come in, I would be I'd be shorting right here. But guys, that's all the time I have for you today. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you kick ass in the market and make some good, responsible trades. If you're interested in trading, please join the Patreon group. Get in there. Join Crypto Mentors Discord. Buy a premium package over there. We have all kinds of tools. We have trading bots. That's another thing that the DCA Patreons get. You guys get access to trading bots. AstroPark, my partner, he has been kind enough to let us have those over there. Dude is a machine, so appreciate you, AstroPark. Appreciate all of you guys watching. Have a good night, and I will see you in a couple hours.